What is the water cooler message from your presentation? Now, I ask most of my clients this question, and it is a deceptively difficult question to answer because people will say, oh, my water cooler message is, I have the following 7 themes, and the themes are blah, blah, blah. That's very abstract. That's not what I'm talking about as a water cooler message. Now, in your office, you might not even have an office. Your office might not have a water cooler. And it may be that everyone is so immersed on their own Twitter feed that they're not talking at the water cooler or the kitchen. But by water cooler message, I simply mean, what do people say when they're standing around being conversational and chit-chatting and maybe talking about something interesting they did yesterday at a conference or another meeting? How would people actually talk about what you said in your speech in a way that is authentic in the way real people talk? So if somebody said to me, TJ, what's your water cooler message? I wouldn't say, my water cooler message is TJ's top 7 themes were that you should blah, blah, blah. That isn't how a real person talks. Instead, I would try to put myself in the shoes literally of another person. And, I'm sorry, figuratively. Don't ever make that mistake of mixing up literal and figurative. I would try to think about, how does an actual person who listened to me speak talk? I would hope they would say something like, oh, what TJ was saying was, if you want to be a good speaker, narrow your messages down to a handful, 5 or more. Illustrate each one with a story. If you're going to use slides, make sure it's pictures and 1 image per slide. Practice on video till you're really happy with it. Do all that, you can be a great speaker. If someone remembered that and talked about it that way, I would be incredibly happy. That's my water cooler message, even though the words are a little bit different than how I might say it in a speech. So try to keep that in mind. Something I find is helpful is actually using your own words, your own name back. Pretend you're another person, insert your name. Oh, what TJ was saying was, and then talk in a conversational way. If you can't crystallize your thoughts that way, you're not ready to practice your speech, you're not ready to start making slides, you're not ready to start writing out a full manuscript. You need to have a clear-cut sense of how you want other people to talk about your speech before you do anything else.